Good evening to our SPD 501 community. We have been reflecting this week on what professional and moral traits or dispositions that we believe will make us better teachers. I will be discussing the role of teachers, not only the direct service we provide to our students, but also the responsibility to leaving the profession in a better state than we found it. As special education teachers, we are challenged to instill intellectual and spiritual growth into students afflicted with physical, developmental, and emotional challenges that hinder their ability to learn in the traditional classroom environment. What we must do is find the strategies that will work for the individual needs of our students, and then adapt and develop new strategies, as our students' needs will evolve, and therefore so must we. We are fortunate to live and work in an age with so many new tools to help us communicate. No longer are we limited to spoken words or pencil and paper. People afflicted with severe physical and mental impairments can now communicate through the assistance of computer applications that a few years ago might have seemed to be little more than a fantasy of science fiction. Today it is a reality. And so as teachers to students with barriers to traditional learning, we must remain up to date on the changing face of educational and medical technology so that our students can thrive in an environment where they can both understand and be understood. Once we determine how best to communicate with our students, we've got to ensure that we fill their minds with a wide range of skills that can be applied to their lives both now and throughout their lives. We've got to demonstrate that we understand and believe in the content we provide in our classrooms, and that our colleagues provide in theirs. Every teacher that has the opportunity to cross a student's path provides an ingredient to the stew that feeds the mind. Maybe that's why we call them students. Compassion and creativity are dispositions that have guided me throughout my first year as a teacher, and I believe will continue to influence the experienced teacher I hope to become. Compassion is first and foremost when working with ED students or students with emotional disabilities. You must be mindful of every word you say and how you say it. Many of the students I work with have lived through serious trauma, often at the hands of people they thought they could trust. As teachers, we need to prove to our students that we care about them by really getting to know them and what they care about. Through creativity and collaboration, we can build classrooms that are fun, interesting places where creativity flows. We can use their interests as inspiration as we plan our projects and assignments, and by tying all that we teach to the world around them and to the mysteries that lie beyond their orbit. I think that part of being a successful teacher is admitting that we're not perfect. Throughout this program, I hope to come out of my shell a bit. Shyness has at times led me to walk away from a situation without going the extra mile for either someone or something I really care about. Good teachers will go that extra mile to advocate for their students, and their schools, and their profession as a whole. Finally, we teachers are still human, even though our students might not always think so. But unfortunately, our personal biases can and do take up space in our heads that can cloud our judgment and limit our ability to give each side of a topic our due diligence. However, this is not limited to the classroom itself. If our window to the outside world is blurred with fear, misunderstanding, and a rigid expectation of others, we risk alienating our students, their parents, and ultimately ourselves. We've got to work to build resistance to our biases and appreciate the diverse complexities of our world. We are either currently or soon will be members of the best profession on earth. There's absolutely no bias in that statement. So we can either embrace this and honor this profession through the character we instill in our students, or be the warm body behind a desk that inspired a distrust that will be applied to all who share in our profession. I want to thank you all for watching my presentation this evening, and I look forward to working with you all throughout the next couple of years, and maybe down the line. So thank you all, have a great week, and I will see you on the discussion board.